Okay, look, it's been about 10, 11 days since my last video. And if you follow my other channel, I've been posting on there a lot over the last 2-3-ish weeks. And you think to yourself, well, Offbeat, you're posting there, why aren't you posting here? Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna clickbait. WWE has been really fucking stale for me since the Royal Rumble. And like, that could be really awful to say, but I've been enjoying every other wrestling company but WWE recently. And yes, WWE brings in the views, and it brings in the audience, and it captures the people, it gets the people going, yada, yada, yada. But like, if you come up to me today, hey man, watch GPW. Sure thing, fuck yeah. Watch AEW. Hell yeah, brother. Watch TNA. Maybe occasionally when I'm bored on Thursday night. Watch New Japan. Fuck yeah, I'll say watch New Japan. Watch Stardom. Fuck yeah, dude. Triple A. CMLL. I mean, fuck yeah, dude. And there's so many other small companies I missed that's had great matches or great moments or I used to watch a lot or watch recently. And like, this isn't a shade to WWE, but this is also shade to WWE. WWE has been just undeniably boring and so middle ground. It just pisses me off. Now look, WWE is not 2019 bad, fucking no, but it's not 2022 to 2024 good. But also, it's not like 2017-18 bad. It's like 2014-2015 WWE. It's not complete dog shit. But it's also not really good. But it's not bad, but it's not good. Mid's too nice, but below average is too mean. It's so many complex words, it's underwhelming to a sense. And before you go, well, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. Look, I've been watching wrestling since the ripe age of 4. My brother grew up in the later part of the Attitude Era, like 2000, 2001. He watched the death of WCW and ECW. My cousins are indie wrestlers. They wrestled in North and South Carolina. They went to Ring of Honor. Like, I know a lot about wrestling from a young age because of my family being so invested into wrestling and loving wrestling. So I know a good bit about the business. I love wrestling a lot. And the problem with WWE is so focused on money and advertisement and entertainment, they forget that they're a wrestling show. And a lot of WWE fans are like, ooh, it has no story. It's so stupid. Look, not every fucking thing is a complex 6-month storyline, okay? Sometimes I hate you. I want the belt. Well, I hate you, and I'm keeping my belt. Let's fight. That sums up a lot of Stone Cold and Rock's rivalry. One of the best rivalries in WWE history, probably. I mean, Shawn Michaels' whole rivalry, I think is that, like, I can beat you at the grand stage because I'm Mr. WrestleMania. I'm the best in this fucking business. I'm the best in the world. I can take you down, dead man. And he didn't. And Triple H's like, oh, hell no, brother. We have history. I'm running this smoke back for Shawn. Y'all let go, oh, where's the bloodline complex story here? Like, you didn't. And like, I'm sorry, but every fucking time I watch WWE, Raw or SmackDown, we get 4 or 5 matches, which, okay, it's not bad. It's just sometimes the shit in between is atrocious. The Chad Gable storyline makes me want to eat a fucking brick. I'm sorry, El Gran Americano, that shit, this is not Vince McMahon 2006, bro. This is not Vince. That old fucker should be in prison. Triple H, some things you should not take up your father-in-law's playbook. This is one of them. And then you got that god-awful Raw Tag Team division. Everyone at Raw Tag Team puts me to utter sleep. Yeah. They could put on matches. But there's no personality. They can't tell an in-ring story. There's no drama. It's just, they're doing really cool shit. Which is awesome, but in-ring psychology and being able to tell a story between a match is so fucking important. We're losing that art in wrestling. Yes, the human body and spirit is cool. Yes, awesome flippy shit's awesome. But sometimes I go back and watch Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21. You can feel the intensity. You can feel these men's need to beat each other. And you can think, what is the big deal about watching 2 men win over each other. It doesn't sound that interesting, but when you're watching it, oh my god, Shawn's gonna win. Oh my god, no, Kurt's gonna. You're on the edge of shit, like you're gonna shit yourself over a wrestling match. That's the beauty of wrestling, and now it's not. Oh, the heel's gonna win in typical fashion, or it ends in no contest. How many main events or good matches like Io and Stephanie Valkyria? Vakir? I hope I'm saying her last name right. If I'm not, I'm really sorry. That was one of the best matches we've got at Raw in fucking forever. It ends by no contest interference. Jey Uso and Seth Rollins with the World Championship. That was one of Jey Uso's best wrestling matches in over a fucking year. And it ended in no. Look, I get Seth is the new big heel on Raw and he shouldn't be losing in matches. But one over the world champion would make some sense, wouldn't it? Because he's the world champion. Losing the top champion on the company makes sense, right? No, bring out Sammy, bring out Punk, and fucking bring out Roman Reigns, and bring out fucking Mr. Perfect from the dead. I mean, like, shit like that. Look, the Bloodline is the reason why WWE did not shit itself. Okay, let's give the Bloodline its credit. But the Bloodline has took WWE, where WWE used to be 35% wrestling and 65% story. It's 15% wrestling, 20% ads and commercial breaks, and the rest is a story. And even then, the most of the story is basic with no substance. But, ooh, he did that same thing 6 months ago. How the fuck is that long storytelling? Because he said, ooh, it's gonna come back to you because karma. Some corny shit like that. Are you guys all 12? Like, I feel like I'm eating a brain tumor. And then, on top of that, you got most interesting things happen during promo breaks. Like on Netflix, if you don't get like the segments, you don't know what's going on. Some of the best things happen during that. Like Kaiser, I like seeing Kaiser talk. Kaiser's really interesting. He's ever on fucking TV. The whole Grayson Waller and Austin Theory teases their 15 million breakup happening. Dude, can we just fire them? Send them back to NXT, rebrand them as something. Like, they're two talented dudes, but I just don't give a shit. Break them up. Should've done like 6 months ago, but you haven't. I don't care. Didn't ask. Plus, you're white. Move on. Okay. Now let's see. If it's not that, you got the millions and the millions of recaps. I'm at work, so if you hear a train, just fucking don't worry about it. But if I have to watch Raw, as someone who watches almost weekly, I shouldn't have to be forced to watch the last week's recap and then the week before's. You could take about 20 to 30 minutes of Raw's time of recaps and replays. Well, that's not that bad. It's a 2.5 hour long show. 30 minutes goes to them replays and recaps. Another 30 goes to ad breaks and in between segments. We're getting an hour, 20-minute show with barely 20-some minutes of wrestling, and the rest is just talking that leads to nothing the next week. Or if it does, it's 3 weeks for the Random Raw. We'll have a wrestling match for the World Championship, June 9th. Huh? So, not Money in the Bank, the big pay-per-view. You're going to fight the Raw after? So, either someone interfering costing Gunther, or Jay's getting cast the fuck in on. Okay, thanks for that, spoiler. No, that's not gonna happen. Bro, either you're getting Goldberg or Jay's in that belt to someone with a briefcase. And you're gonna like it and you're gonna love it. And then when you try to criticize or try to point at the obvious, like, hey, this is a flaw here. This is really bad from WWE. Well, it's not as bad as 29. Nothing. Well, if WWE, let me say this for you in the slowest way I can say it. If the WWE, the big Fed, the Federation, gets as bad as 2018 to 2019 to 2020, if you ever sniff that or someone get worse than that, hey buddy, go ahead and jump to AEW or TNA or D, whatever fits your agenda best. Go ahead and buy your t-shirts or whatever for them, because that shit's going on their fashion. You can say Joey Mommy, okay? Does that make any sense? No, but I'm being so dead ass. A lot of people like to go, Well, I was quite fun. If you watch WWE from the 2017 to 2019 and you survived and you came back like I did, you are legally allowed to punch a man in the face in public. Like, WWE 2019 was so bad when AEW came out, I think, in that October that year. I was so burnt out from wrestling, I fucking hated anything with wrestling until the end of that year. I did watch the first few episodes of AEW, but I was so cooked. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I came back, watched the Royal Rumble, COVID hit, and I was like, no. And I came back, and I mainly watched AEW from 2020. But up until the near end of 2020, I did not come back and watch WWE again. And maybe in the middle of 2021, I started watching WWE full-time once again. I was watching AEW and other shit, but WWE, if you mentioned that around me, I thought you said the ancient curse text, bro. I was like, nope, no, that does not exist. Like, I was so fucking cooked. Like, even my younger cousin, who's about 3-4 years younger than me, was like, dude, you don't talk about WWE at all. Like, are you good? Like, you always listen one thing or buy a t-shirt. Are you good? I'm like, motherfucker, no. That shit was ass. And I thank God for AEW, DPW. Like, there's so many companies that I'm so thankful for. Because if WWE didn't get slapped on their faces and thrown on their backs like they did, could you imagine how shitty it would have gotten until Vince got thrown out or got charged and sent to jail? He's not in jail. He should be, but you know what I'm saying. But no. God forbid. God fucking forbid. And people like to sit here with the audacity to go, well, you're just a hater. Look, man. Look. I watch Raw, and nothing interests me. CM Punk is probably my favorite wrestler of all time. Like, out of every wrestling company I've watched, every match, every superstar, I fucking love CM Punk. Like, when he left, I actually cried at the ripe age of 10. Okay, I was devastated. That was my personal hell. Okay, CM Punk was my shit. He's the reason why I stopped watching TNA. From like 2008 to 2011, I only watched TNA with my cousins and my brother and all of that. And then, like, with the Punk of Summer came up, and like him mentioning other companies was so cool to me. Because, you know, my cousin always said, oh, WWE forbids that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, he's a rebellion. This guy's going off script. This guy's cool. The pipe bomb. I watched the pipe bomb happening in real lifetime as a small child. I realized how big that shit was. I knew it was big then, but it's still talked about and quoted today. And then, after that, him going at John Cena. My brother hated John Cena. And like, I was a little sibling, my older sibling hates it, so I hated John Cena as a kid. Not because I didn't like John, because my older brother hated it. So I was like, oh yeah, fuck John, we ride with CM Punk. Them two events alone was the reason why I picked CM Punk that summer, and he's been my number one guy. I love AJ Styles. I went and watched all Sean's stuff. I love Sean. And I watched a little bit of Sean's career when he got retired, but like, I was a kid, and I barely remember that shit, because I was like fucking forever ago. But still, CM Punk is my number one guy. So, yeah, and when he comes in, I was like, oh, brother, is it good to be alive? And now on the Monday Night Raw, like, everyone has a quote. Everyone has a catchphrase. Everyone has a gimmick. And that may sound stupid, because, like, well, yeah, no, they're wrestlers. They all have gimmicks. But, motherfucker, you do not have to use it in every fucking thing, okay? LA Knight is my favorite example, because, like, he has one, but is not obnoxious. LA Knight, yeah. Or like when he's cooking your ass, he may throw in that yeah just to prove his point, you know? That's fine. But Jey Uso, the world champion, is saying ye after almost every word or every statement. How does take the main guy serious? And yes, so far Jay's reign has been solid. I'll give him that. I'm not gonna be one of them internet nerds like, he said yeet, so I hate it. No, he's been pretty okay. But they're giving him shit obstacles here. He's got to face Logan Paul on Saturday Night Live's main event. Oh, brother. And if he beats him, he's got to be either lose to Gunther or get cashed in on. Maybe the slight chance he retains there. Are we serious? Or are we lying? I'm just saying. And then you got Intercontinental Champion Dom, shout out to Dom. He's okay. I can't complain about Dom. Lyra, I like Lyra. Good wrestler. She's getting some personality. She's had like 6-7 defenses. Nothing much really to say. Needs more character, but she's cool. She's cool. She's the bird lady. I mean, go SmackDown. Oh, brother, you got this shitty-ass John Cena heel turn. I'm so tired of lying to you people. That John Cena is so fucking ass. John Cena should have been the babyface under that that made Gunther's ass tapped out. Absolute cinema. Beautiful moment. And no, we get this you people from every fucking time he comes out. And I just want to gouge my eyes out and cry to my mother. Sick of this shit. Then, on top of all that hoo-ha shit, you got the U.S. champion, who's Jacob Fatu. I have high expectations for Jacob. Jacob's that guy. I like Jacob. Jacob's one of my favorites in recent times on the current roster. Love Jacob. Then we got Zelina Vegas. I hope I'm saying her name right. Is U.S. Women's Champion. And, like, no offense, she seems like a lovely woman. She's pretty good in the ring. She's pretty okay on the mic. But she gets no reaction. Like, she comes out and the crowd goes mild. Like, at least with Chelsea, Chelsea should still be U.S. champion. And her security guards, Piper Niven and Albert Fire, should be the women's tag team champions. It makes sense. The U.S. champion women's is a main focus on the brand. The two women who are beside her are also then main focus. They have the tag team champions. They make them focus. They make sense. They're the secret security. They're a tag team. That makes sense. They're an actual legit tag team. They're the tag team champion. That brings more attention to the tag team division. That brings more attention to actually make proper women tag team teams. Okay? It's it's literally A to B to C. If WWE goes A, D, E, F, Z, what the fuck are you doing? Like, can someone break it down to me like a 3-year-old and be like, okay, Mr. Offbeat, this is why they're doing this dumb shit. And even then, you couldn't make it make sense. You couldn't. You just couldn't. I'm sorry. I hate to break your heart. I'm going to break your heart. Okay. Women's champion Tiffany. I like Tiffany. Tiffany's pretty chill too. It's just my problem with Tiffany is that you have her beat Charlotte Flair in a god-awful feud and a very underwhelming match. Okay, so I'm looking at the women's roster. What should I do to keep her title rank fresh? What should I do to keep Tiffany time on top? Let's run her feud back with Nia Jax? Huh? So, Nia said a lot of horrible things on the road to WrestleMania about a lot of top-notch company people like Cody and Charlotte Flair. And a lot of people are fuming about it. All that good media she had last year, she ruined it in less than a weekend. Okay. So, you see how people are online talking about her. Usually people are like, okay, Nia, get her out of my TV. So instead of going, Nia, we're going to put you back on the shelf a little bit more. And so I want some shine, make this shit cool down, and put you back out there in a few months. Okay, cool. You share it out there immediately. Look, I'm sorry, but if I'm WWE, I'm looking at two women. Naomi? Jade. Where you go? What you talking about? Let me break it down for you real quick. Alexa Bliss has no TV time. Charlotte Flair just lost. Nia Jax? Nah. Okay, Bianca, she's on break. Fair, fine, don't rush her back. Let her enjoy her time at home. She deserves it. She's one of the best. So I got the top heel and the top babyface. Jade has really improved a lot. I'm not going to say she's no Becky or Charlotte in the ring, but she's really improved, and I'm proud of her. Naomi, who's a vet, who could go in the ring, who's one of the best when you give her the time to shine, who's really entertaining, and has really kept her character going and interesting for me. Have her go against Tiffany, because look, you have Jade beat Tiffany, you establish another megastar on your roster, and the crowd loves it, and you can give Jade a nice 6-month reign. Oh, beautiful, right? Naomi, the top heel. People don't like her. She's an asshole, but she's a good asshole. She's good at what she does. Give her the belt, long overdue reward for being a great person for the company, great wrestler in general. She deserves it. Give her the belt and have her drop it to Bianca or Jade. Boom! Easy. The checks write themselves. Sign on a piece of paper. Send it to my house, please. No, let's run Tiffany back with Nia. But why? I get every championship ring will have filler, but don't run back the filler you already did. Do not reuse the filler. What? That's like taking out the trash, dumping the trash at the trash bag, and reusing the trash bag. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Are you mentally challenged? Seriously. And then you go to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which is the only good Raw that you have DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits, my brain's blanking. I guess you could say Miz and Carmelo, and I'm forgetting like 2 other teams. They may not get as many reactions, but they get some reactions. Street Profits are fun. DIY is interesting. Motor City are just vets. Pretty Deadly has potential to be really over one day. I mean, they're fun. They're good at wrestling. They're all pretty good on the mic for tag teams. I mean, dude, take the Street Profits for example. Them motherfuckers can be single stars anytime they want. But they're just as good as a tag team and probably just good by themselves if they wanted to. So and the same thing with DIY. We've seen it before, but so you're looking at me and going, yeah, we're going to set in this loaded tag roster. And we're not putting on no fucking pay-per-views. That tag team ladder match a few weeks ago was one of the most, it's probably my top 3 match of the year. It's probably number 3. And you couldn't put it on Mania because of ads. Because of Clash of Clan and the Grand Big 2025. Punch me in the fucking throat and call me Humu. Are you serious? Because of the ad, because of money. You could put your pride aside and say, no sir, and put... Night 1's crowd was so dead up until the 4th or 5th match when Jacob and LA Knight came out. Man, you shouldn't be dead at all. Yes, there's like last year, first night, it was super duper cold. Fine, fair, cool, whatever. That's valid. Being cold fucking sucks. But when you have nice conditions going on and you have the potential to put on one of the biggest manias, probably the biggest mania ever, and like, look, WrestleMania 40, unbiased aside, being as strictly and hard on as I can, is still a top 10 mania. WrestleMania 41, top 25, 20-ish. And for you could name 20. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. I'm sorry, but look, if you take Night 1's main event and put over Night 2's card besides the main event, you could say that's a top 12, top 15 mania. But because of them 6-7 matches of ads, it's out in the top 20. I'm sorry. Anywho. But yeah, and also on top of that, it just destroys so many superstars' momentum. Kevin Owens was super hot. He did nothing with it. Now he'd be out for almost a year. Maybe longer. Randy's always hot, but he's a veteran. He don't really need anything. But Gunther went from being the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time to having the most boring World Championship runs to losing to fucking Jey Uso. And now every time he comes out, you tap out. Yes, he is still getting heat and reaction, which matters the most. I understand that. But you took one of the most monstrous feared men on the roster and make him lame. Like, we got some of the biggest Gunther fans on Twitter and TikTok going, oh, he's boring. I can't stand his ass. Get off my TV. You have one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. And he can barely put on a decent match now because people are giving him. Stop doing that. Just no. Bad, Triple H. Bad. And then you got all this other shit. Like, I'm missing so much shit I'm probably overlooking, but like, this is just a big rant video. I need to get this out there. And yes, I will still make videos, and yes, I will still upload on this channel, obviously, because I love this fucking channel. But like, if my videos go from maybe 1 or 2 a week at best, I'm trying for you guys. Because like, I have a small community. I have like 3 people who come on my videos, and I appreciate it. I do. I really do. But no, it gets to the point where like you're watching and you just don't feel anything, and that's where I'm at with WWE. I watched last night Raw and like I already forgot fucking half of it already Because I just don't care, and I'm not really bothered by it. I love wrestling. I love WWE. But at this point, I may start covering AEW and other wrestling companies more. But just because, at least when I talk about it, I won't sound depressed or bickering and negative all the damn time. Because I hate YouTubers who are whole personalities. Oh, I hate on this and I hate on that. Yada, 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 yada. Excuse me. Burp, that was nasty. But you get what I'm saying here. I feel like you should. If not, whatever. I mean, this is a long-ass video. If you made it this far, holy shit. Are you good? Do you feel the same way? Want a hug or something? I mean, you know, I'm a hugger. that was so fucking corny. Anywho, I do appreciate if you made it last as long. If you last as long. That's really sexual. Don't be jerking off to my videos. That's a little weird. I'm not gonna judge you, but that's just still a little fucking weird, bro. But thank you for watching the video this long. Like I said, if you last this long, I tend to go on a lot of fucking tangents here. But like always, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.